tournament, and I'm freaking excited, guys. We got Dynasty facing off against Status Quo. Status Quo, your number 4, going up against Dynasty, your number 5. So the closest matchup here in round 1, and it's going to be an awesome one. Last time around, we saw Dynasty take the series over Status Quo.
And you know, it's mainly because Dynasty came out with such firepower. I mean, no one expected Dynasty to be nearly as good as they were.
Yeah, but coming into this match, Status Quo did great at the 6-team LAN. They're looking strong.
And guys, I was up here at 9:30 this morning. I couldn't sleep. Got up, came down here at 10 o'clock. Dynasty was facing off against Believe the Hype in the Dr. Pepper area. They were warming up. Dynasty, they know this is going to be their toughest matchup. They need to win this one early on to have a good spot in the bracket. So they're going to be pretty prepared here. And the player that I was actually watching destroy this morning was Destin. Destin back on top of his game.
Yeah, Destin was amazing last tournament in DC. He's really the X factor for this Dynasty team. If he's on top of his game, Status Quo is going to be in trouble.
And the thing with Dynasty is they didn't make it out to the 6-team lane, so no one knows what to expect from this team. It was very hard for our pros to find any matches online. But you know, I think this team practiced a lot. I saw constant times on their Twitters, on their Facebook saying any team who wants to get on and play, we'll send you an invite. Which, I mean, it's a fan's dream come true, plus they're getting their practice in. So, I mean, they're ready to play. So you can't underestimate this team just because they didn't go to the event.
All right, guys, let's check out the lineups. We just showed you a few of the faces on Dynasty. Let's go over to the yellow squad, though, Lennox. I want to check out, we're going to start off with Assault there. He's going to be sitting in seat number 1. Assault, one of the best support players in the game. Not really super flashy player, but always consistent. Next to him, you got Ace, one of the better support slayers out there. The kid can do everything that is needed. You'll see him running objective as well as picking up the sniper. And then sitting next to him, you got the man, Enable, Red Bull's new assigned player. He's sitting a little low there. He's kind of short, but when he sits back, he'll start dominating. And then sitting next to him, we got Flamesword, the team captain, and we saw him going off in the All-Star game last night.
And you know, the thing that surprised me most about this team is at the 6-team LAN, Assault actually was the most positive player throughout the entire LAN. I had the choice between him and Roy, and I'm like, I'm not going to watch Assault. I'm going to watch Roy. And he just dominates Roy, and I'm like, okay, well, now I have to watch Assault. And the kid did nothing but impress me that entire weekend.
All right, I just told our producer, we're starting with Assault. Scott wants them. So, guys, I think we're gearing up. It's a best-of-5 series, the first match of the 2010 National Championships, and we're going to be kicking this one off with Capture the Flag on Narrows. And we're going to get this one started with Assault from Status Quo. And now something to note here for you guys who weren't watching the pregame show or the All-Star Classic last night, Tsquared from Straight Rippin will be coaching Status Quo here in the National Championships. On the other side, Dynasty has picked up Alumnite as a coach. Alumnite formerly from Active Rush. So it looks like our players are gearing up. You see Assault smiling. They are ready to go. Guys, early prediction here. Do you think Status Quo is going to have a stronger performance than we saw in DC?
Yeah, I definitely think Status Quo is going to perform. They finally won a 6-team LAN, and then they have Tsquared behind them. When you have a player like Tsquared who you've looked up to your entire career coaching you, you're going to step it up.
Yeah, I think Tsquared is going to be huge for Status Quo during these games. I mean, this is a player that got every single overshield, sniper, rockets on the map. I mean, this guy's timing weapons in his sleep. It's going to help Status Quo out.
All right, so here we go. We're getting game number 1 started right now. It's Capture the Flag on Narrows, and here on Narrows, it'll be the first team to take the opponent's flag and bring it back to their base 3 times. We got Assault right off the beginning, throwing some long-range grenades on L2. He is going to be taken down, but Ace is going to get the sniper here for SQ, and I want to check him out at the start of this game. Ace, he's L-Mite Warrior's little brother from Instinct. And Ace was actually the coach of Straight Rippin in 2008 when they won the national championship. Tsquared told me, you know, I owe Ace a favor. It's time for me to return it. He's coaching them, and Ace is ripping faces already. That is his second one of the game.
And, you know, that's really a cool story. When I read Tsquared's blog about how he's going to repay Ace, I thought that was probably one of the coolest things I've ever heard of.
Yeah, it was a great show of gratitude. Ace did a great job for Straight Rippin in the 2008 national championships. And I'm sure Tsquared is going to repay the favor in full.
Yeah, and it looks like we got Enable's name on Ace there. We're going to get that fixed, but right now we're checking out as Assault is pushing top middle. And guys, you're going to be seeing Assault run top middle most of this game.
Yeah, and that's his main job, is to just push top middle, go into their lobby, and then go for the flag. Even though he was the most positive player at the LAN, he's still the support player, and he still focuses on the objective. So that's a great attribute to have on a player.
Now, something about Assault. Whenever I see him on the feature station, I'm just walking by, not actually watching him, he's putting up 30 kills. Whenever he's on the main stage, though, he really hasn't gone off. Why do you think that is, Scott?
That's just really the tournament nerves getting to you. Even though these guys have been on the main stage this whole season long, it still takes some time getting used to. The beginning of the 2006 season, I had a hard time. I struggled on the main stage, and then finally I got into a groove. It just takes getting like a couple big plays to really get into that groove.
I'll tell you someone who's not needing time to get in the groove. That's Ace. He already has 3 headshots with the sniper, and he's doing really well with the battle rifle.
Yeah, Ace is just a complete, well-rounded player. Like you were talking about, his objective game is fantastic. He's got one of the best snipers in the league. He wasn't in our top 5, but I think if we made a top 10, he would definitely fit somewhere in there, too.
Really? You got Ace in your top 10?
I've seen this kid do crazy things with a sniper rifle.
Right now, he's running the flag, trying to be a little bit sneaky there. He knows that he doesn't have any support at the Dynasty base, so he's just going to pull it, use that as a distraction for a bit. The flag is going to be returned, but Ace is still just kind of going to be a distraction, trying to go on a flank here while the rest of his teammates are pushing top middle, but the rest of his team needs to start winning these individual battles. They just lost 2 of them.
But you know, Ace is staying behind this team, and even though he got taken down right there, APG still couldn't get control of top middle because he had to worry about Ace. That's still a big play, even though Ace died.
Guys, we got to point out all 4 members of Status Quo were dead, and now you see Dynasty making the aggressive push. You see APG is going to lead the charge. You are watching Clutch right now on your screen. He's going to be putting in heavy shots from the lobby. Great grenades from Ace to take him down, though. But we got to go to Heinz. He's sitting on L1 with the sniper for Dynasty. And Scott, you said Heinz was the player to watch this tournament here for Dynasty, and he was definitely their key to success last event. Why?
Just because this is his time to shine as as a team captain, and as soon as they picked him up, you get third. There's got to be a reason, and that's because he's the glue to this team. He's the reason this team will get the objective and they can bounce back from losses.
Heinz having lots of family support here this week, and his dad, the Richie Heinz Sr., he's rocking a nice little white goatee in honor of Mr. Pistola, who couldn't make it to this event. Mr. Pistola, Mr. Heinz wants me to say, what's up? Hope you're watching. Right now, you got Heinz with the rockets making the push towards the flag. He's got his teammate with the sniper rifle, so they're controlling the power weapons here. Great job by Heinz to stay alive and pick up the kill on Assault. And he's really got to wait for the rest of his teammates to push up. Destin finally getting up to L2 with that sniper. Now you're going to see Heinz here on the flank.
Well, we have 2 snipers right now in the hands of Dynasty, one in the hands of APG, the other in the hands of Destin. Unfortunately, they pushed in quite far. Status Quo might, if with a good push, may be able to take the entire Dynasty team out.
You know, Dynasty, it could have been a different story here. If Heinz would have connected on those 2 rockets, definitely could have seen a flag capture there. 2 of them would have been down. You had snipers sitting top middle, and they have lots of cover fire. So 3 guys alive for Dynasty, trying to make a push here top middle, but neither team able to establish complete control so far in this game.
And that's mainly because both of these teams are well prepared, but APG is really heating up, and I like what he's doing with this sniper. He's not wearing too much, and he's still supporting his team. That's what you're looking to do when you're top middle with that sniper.
And who do you think is the single best Slayer here for Dynasty? In my mind, it is APG.
He is. He's just almost a one-man wrecking crew running around the map. I mean, this kid jumps around, doesn't play necessarily as smart as people would predict, but his shot gets him out of a lot of tough situations.
And I love how much he challenges there. You see him with the perfect grenades coming in for the cleanup on a second double kill we've seen out of him. He's going to be taken down. And let's go to Flamesword, the captain here from Status Quo. I'm checking out his screens over here on the left. He and Assault are really working well together. Assault is going to be to Flamesword's left, or Flamesword's right, and Flamesword is going to be the first one out while Assault is cleaning up the kills.
I just love the overall teamwork from the Status Quo team. It seems that every single member of Status Quo does not really care for the individual glory, not really going for the stats, for the crazy plays. They're all playing the exact roles or what they have to do in order to win.
And we saw in the All-Star game how well Enable and Flamesword worked together. When they were teaming with Pistola and Ogre 2, is probably the nastiest combo we saw on the main stage last night.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, they just worked very well, and it was just